climate change. You can argue about its causes all you want, but there are few places on the planet that have felt the effects of Earth's warming more than here, the Antarctic Peninsula, where the average winter temperature has risen 9 degrees.
It is a place of jaw-dropping grandeur, mountains, glaciers, and icebergs the size of city blocks. We came here to count penguins. For them, climate change is already a critical problem, and their problems may soon be our problems. Antarctica is home to millions of these dumbfoundingly charming and remarkably resilient animals. A flightless bird that has been cavorting around this part of the world for 60 million years or so. Ron Naveen is the Birdman of Antarctica. A citizen scientist, he founded an organization called Oceanites. Its sole purpose is keeping track of the penguin population.
Would it be too much of a stretch to say these penguins are sort of the canary of the coal mines of climate change?
Oh, we do think that. And in fact, that's one of the reasons why we're so focused on them, because they are the thing that we can study. And we hope that they can tell us a little bit about what we might expect elsewhere. All the species on the planet are going to have to deal with climate change. It's not an Antarctic issue. But these penguins are dealing with it now.
Specifically, they are here to count 3 types of penguins: chinstraps, adeles, and gentoos. Easier to do now because it's December, summer in the southern hemisphere. Warmer winters mean rain sometimes instead of snow, birds building nests in mud instead of ice. For several days, we sailed and counted, and sailed and counted. But about halfway through our 11-day journey, we came upon a place called Brown Bluff. There we saw a penguin colony Ron discovered. His connection here is visceral, because it's almost unrecognizable from when he first set foot here.
What's the biggest change you've seen here since you started coming here 30-some years ago?
There's no snow. This is crazy. This is usually covered in snow that is making it difficult for me to count these guys. It's not here this year. The sea ice was low this year. In other locations in the Antarctic Peninsula, I can walk beaches that were covered by glaciers when I first came so many decades ago. This place is changing.
And changing fast. This year, Antarctica had the lowest amount of sea ice since satellites began keeping track in 1979. And not by a little bit. Sea ice was down some 66,000 square miles from the previous record low. That's about the size of Washington State. Heather Lynch says the Adelie penguin population here has declined by 70% since the 1980s. And the chinstrap population is down 50% in some places. And as for climate change doubters, remember, the Antarctic Peninsula is the place where the average winter temperature has gone up 9 degrees, an unprecedented increase. Here the Earth is getting warmer faster than anywhere else, changing the environment and forcing the penguins to adapt to survive. And the penguins are telling us that sooner than we think, we will have to adapt too. Ron has been to Antarctica so many times. In all, he spent 8 years of his life here. His hope, his work will make a difference. But it pains him to see what is happening to the planet.
When do you cry?
I cry when I think about leaving the Antarctic. I cry when I think about my grandkids, Max and Charlie. And I think about what they're going to be facing when they're 10 or 15 years older than they are now. That really chokes me up a lot. They represent to me what this is all about. It's all of us on this planet working together, doing a better job.